you're working backwards. Well, now I need to buy a house today. And now what do you have to, it's not just buying the house. Now you have to look at other things. You got to look at financing, you got to look at lender, right? It wasn't just about, for me, playing college football. I now had to enroll into the University of Utah to become a student. So now you've got all these things that you got to look into. You've got to look into financing, you got to look at what you're qualified for, you want to look at the neighborhood that you're going to buy in. Are you going to buy a duplex? Maybe you'll buy a duplex or a fourplex. And if you bought a fourplex, maybe you just need one free and clear fourplex versus 2 houses, right? How simple do you want to keep your asset? Do you want 50 doors or 4 doors under one roof? So from here, you basically know now what your goal is based off of the cash flow you want to make. You now know that you want to do this within 10 years. So now you know how much every single month you're going to have to put extra into those mortgage payments so that they're free and clear in 10 months versus 30 months, so that in 10 years versus 30 years, so in 10 years, whether you're 20 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, whatever, you can retire, right? You're just basically going to take your destination like Panama City, in my example that I spoke about earlier on the show, and you're going to work backwards from there. So what I suggest is there's a couple ways to do this. You're either going to have a map of how to do this that you're going to have researched like I did on Google Earth. I came up with a map from how to drive from Toronto, Canada to Panama City, or you're going to have a mentor who's already done this process before. So my recommendation, we have to wrap up the show here, but my recommendation is, depending on your budget, if you have the ability to pay for a mentor, pay for one and pay for, if they're good, keep them happy by paying them well because they'll continue to help you. If you don't have a budget, thankfully we have the internet. We can research tons and tons of information to create this roadmap. So my recommendation is to do either one of those 2 things before the end of the year so that in 2020 you're starting off fresh on that first day of January to crush and kill your goals for that year.